Bernard Lugan is a contemporary French historian and associate professor of African history at Jean Moulin University Lyon 3, in France. He's also teaching at the French Institute of Defense Studies. He has an academic rank as Maître de conférences, a specialist of Africa since 1971. He authored many books on the African continent. He is the editor of L'Afrique réelle. He studied at the Paris-Aix University Nanterre and edited a thesis naming L'économie des changes au Rwanda de 1850 à 1914. He also has lived for an extended time in Africa, especially in Rwanda, where he has conducted significant research, and has taught African history at the National University of Rwanda. In 1982, he authored a thesis for a state doctorate naming Entre les servitudes de la fouille et les sortilèges de la vache, le monde rural dans l'ancien Rwanda. Lugan's notable work includes several books on southern Africa, Morocco and Rwanda, including History of South Africa, When Africa Was German and African Legacy, Solutions for a Community in Crisis, where he describes how individualism has replaced pre-existing loyalties to clans, groups, and tribes. In this book, he rejects what he calls the victimization paradigm, which says colonial exploitation and the slave trade brought Africa to its knees, rejects solutions based on Western guilt, and claimed that correct interpretation of history is necessarily for Africans to build a future on a more solid foundation, and save an African continent ravaged by famine, economic disaster and civil war. He notably proposes a redrawing of national African frontiers in accordance with ethnic groupings and promotes a new type of democracy, more rooted in those native groupings rather than on Western one-man, one-vote system. Bernard Lugan is also an expert witness for the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda. Works: Le Safari du Kaiser, La Table Ronde, Paris, 1987, 231 p. Huguenots et Français, ILSONT Fait l'Afrique du Sud, La Table Ronde, Paris, 1988, 296 p. History of South Africa, Garzanti Publishing, 1989, First Étude Pericole, Vérité et Legends, Paris, 1986, 272 p. Afrique, l'Histoire et l'Android, Pericole, Vérité et Legends, 1989, 285 p. Étude, 1996. The Last Boer Commando, a French volunteer in the Anglo-Boer War, 1900–1902, Étude du Rocher, 1989, Villebois Marois, Le Lafayette de l'Afrique du Sud, Étude du Rocher, 1990. When Africa Was German, Jean Piglet Col, Documents Dossiers, Paris, 1990, 267 plus 16 p. ISBN 286477-108-X. Afrique, Bilan de la décolonisation, First Étude Pericole, Vérité et Legends, Paris, 1991, 304 p. Étude, 1996. La Louisiane Française, 1682–1804, Pericole, Vérité et Legends, Paris, 1994, 273 p. Titre alternatif, Histoire de la Louisiane Française, 1682–1804. Afrique, de la colonisation philanthropique à la recolonisation humanitaire, C. de Barthollet, Col. Justice, et Tripoli, 1995, 390 p. The French People Who Made South Africa, Barthollet, Col. Justice, et Tripoli, 1996, 430 p. ISBN 2841000869. Histoire du Rwanda, de la préhistoire à nos jours, Barthollet, Paris, 1997, 606 p. La Guerre des Boers, 1899–1902, EQD. Paris, 1998, 364 plus 8p. History of Morocco, EQD. Paris, EQD. Cretry and Col. Pour l'Histoire, Paris, 2000, 363p. Atlas historique de l'Afrique des origines et nos jours, ed. Du Rocher, Paris, Monaco, 2001, 268p. Histoire de l'Égypte, des origines et nos jours, EQD. Du Rocher, Paris, Monaco, 2002, 290p. 12 ANN EQTs to combat Studies.He, Lyon, edition de l'Afrique réelle, S.D. African Legacy, Solutions for a Community in Crisis, Carnet 224p, 2003, ISBN 1-59209-0354. Rwanda, le génocide, l'Église et la démocratie, EQD. Du Rocher, Paris et Monaco, 2004, 234p. François Mitterrand, l'ARM EQT française et le Rwanda, EQD. Du Rocher, Paris, Monaco, 2005, 288p. Rwanda, Contre-enquête sur le génocide, EQD. Private, 2007.